When recording videos on the DigiGait, we want to ensure that our video settings are optimized to allow us to capture good quality data. Capturing a good video from the start will allow the analysis process to go much more smoothly. Let's begin with the example here on the screen to go through the different settings. Right from the start, we can see that this video is bright and out of focus. We want to use the camera lens settings to fix this. For the camera lens, we want to look at the focus and the exposure. The focus allows us to see the video as clearly as possible so we can properly track the pause. The exposure allows us to increase or decrease the amount of light in the video. We don't want the video too dark or too light. These settings will be adjusted on the camera lens itself. Start by opening the door of the treadmill to access the camera. Notice how the video gets darker when the door opens as one of the light panels are on the door. We want to twist the top ring on the camera lens to adjust the focus. Play around with it until you have the best clarity of the pause. Twist the bottom ring on the camera lens to adjust the exposure. We just want to get in the general area here, as we will fine-tune the brightness on the software. Close the treadmill door and let's finish up the brightness. We are looking to get a video that has a uniformly white background with no shadows, that's also not so bright that it washes out the pause. Here's an example of a video that's much too dark. Here's another example that is still too dark. See how we can see some shadows in the background. Here's an example of a video that's much too bright. See how the pause are overexposed and start to blend in with the background of the video. Adjust the brightness until you can see the pause clearly while having a uniformly white background. Next, we want to take a look at camera settings. On the bottom left of the home screen, we can see the camera up/down and the adjust height buttons. These settings allow us to define the region of video that will be captured and crop out unnecessary data. See how on the video here, we can see the black underside of the walking compartment, the white treadmill belt where the animal walks, the other black underside of the walking compartment, and then the metal of the treadmill? A lot of this data is unnecessary as we really only need to capture the white treadmill belt where the animal walks. Using these buttons, we can crop out the extra data, which allows us to increase our frame rate. The camera up/down arrows are going to shift the video into view, and the adjust height arrows will increase or decrease the size of the video being captured. We need to use these two sets of arrows in conjunction with one another to set up the video appropriately. We want to crop out all of the extra data until we are left with just the white treadmill belt and a tiny bit of the walking compartment on either side. Now that we've gone through the settings, we can see an example of a properly set up video. The area of interest looks good, the lighting looks good, and the pause are in focus. Click on Record and the software will ask to restart to save these settings. Then click on OK to reopen the software. See how the frame rate increased since we cropped the video? Now you should be good to move forward and capture some videos.